Hi all, welcome to this RB Leipzig FIFA 21 predictions video. Leipzig had a very good season domestically and also continentally, with them obviously getting to the latter stages of Europe, but obviously it will be interesting to see who gets an upgrade, downgrade and so forth within the team. So if you can smash links, as always, we much appreciate. Sub to the channel if you're new, follow me on Twitter at Legend. All the links are down below for posting the channel and social media links as always. Comment down below who you think will get an upgrade, a downgrade or stay the same. Plenty food for thought with this one. We're going to try our best as usual and take it from there really, and hopefully we get kind of a decent return from these predictions. So starting off in net is Gulacsi. Obviously Gulacsi, he's 85 rated still. He has justification to go up to 86. He did get a most consistent team of the season, so that's kind of why you could justify putting him up. I think it's also because sometimes with Bundesliga goalkeepers, they sometimes, or some goalkeepers in general, they don't sometimes just boost them up to an 86 when there is room to. So he may stay 85, he may go up to an 86. As I said, I was on the fence of it and I didn't really want to, as I said, when you're on the fence you just don't really go with it. Dio Upamecano is next. He is most likely up for a decent upgrade in regards to his season. His base card is 77 rated, he is likely to go up to 81. He's also in a lot of transfer teams looking at him as a transfer even. We'll get our words round eventually. He obviously had a moments card which is non-performance related, and then he had a team season which was 93 rated as well, so definitely a very good season. +4 seems very fair for him. There is potential to put him to an 82 if you want, but I feel 81 at least is most viable. Klosterman, position change from right back to a centre back. He had an inform. He's had a very consistent season at centre back and adapted very well up to at least, and definitely makes him very juicy. His pace especially I think could see quite a hike if I'm honest, maybe even as high as +3. But I think maybe even like 2 realistically could be viable. But general stats and all, I think we'll see an increase. Halstenberg up 2 from an 80 to 82 seems viable. Very good season, or consistent season from him. Willy Orban, I'm keeping as he is. Yes, he was injured for a good chunk of the season, but he is one of these players that when he's been in the team, he's like been consistent, and he did have an inform as well, which may help his cause to just keep him as he is. It's not given obviously, but I feel he deserves to at least stay as an 81. On to Nkunku. He is a likely upgrade of +4, kind of joining the trend as Upamecano. Very consistent season. I was unlucky to not make the main Bundesliga team of the season. Ended up as a League SBC one. Only one inform if memory serves right, and I was quite surprised he didn't get more than one. But regardless, very good season. Position is up for debate because he sometimes plays right wing orderly, and then he's been straight games, he's been in cam, he's been left wing I think for a couple, but mostly centre mid for what I understand. Danny Olmo going up to an 81 from a 79. This is based on his Zagreb form and since joining Leipzig, so should be likely for a half decent upgrade. He may even go higher, but 81 seems most viable. Konrad Lanier, another one that is likely for a significant upgrade of +4, making him very appealing actually for a centre mid in a lot of stats at the start of FIFA. And I would say that looks most viable for him. Very good goals and assist return for him. Forsberg, I'm maybe doing him a disservice. I've only put him up 1 from an 82. Could go up to an 84 potentially, but it comes down to it's mainly discretion really. That's kind of where it comes down to. It's mainly discretion. On to Sabitzer. He is likely for a significant upgrade of +3 from an 81 to an 84. Very impressive season for him. I'd imagine possibly pushing towards 80 pace, but all his stats in general will make him a lot more usable, even at the start of FIFA. Yusuf Wilson I'm keeping as he is, just not done enough, mainly because Werner was obviously the main strike force. Wilson did still get a decent return, but I feel that Wilson will stay as he is. On to the subs and reserves. This is where I think most will kind of generally stay the same. There might be some adjustments accordingly, but I think Vogel will probably stay as he is, or a minor downgrade. He doesn't really get in. He only gets in like a handful of games. It's usually maybe cup, or or other games when Gulacsi's not played. But yeah, I don't see him being a major option rating wise. Quinat I think will probably just stay as he is, just a mix of injuries, game time going against him. Henrik's back from his time at Monaco, probably stay as he is. I don't see him going up. Didn't really do too much for them, sadly, but is what it is, and I feel he'll kind of roughly stay as he is. Mukalele I feel is in line for an upgrade, and quite a significant one at that, another +4 for him. Kind of like the back 4 or 5's kind of been like Upamecano, Klostermann, Halstenberg and Mukalele this season. That's kind of a big reason for it. Angelino I'm keeping as he is. On came from Man City, not 100% sure if it's permanent. I can't remember if it's permanent or on loan, but regardless, Angelino probably is one of these players. I'll stay as he is. He's not really done enough at Man City or Leipzig to kind of really kind of justify an upgrade. Downgrade could be more viable. Kampl kept as he is. I feel like if he's most likely, just game time injuries and other factors for him. Haidara and Tyler Adams kept as they are, just a mix of game time and injuries and other factors in for them. Patrick Schick has had a decent amount of game time this season and a good return, and as a result looks set for a healthy upgrade from a 76 to an 80. It's not a guarantee obviously, but I feel he's worth an upgrade at least, and a decent one at that. Could even sneak in as a rare for that matter, but time will tell of course. Another player that seems to be under transfer suggestions yet again. Lookman came from Everton, now at Leipzig. I'm keeping as he is, but he could easily be given a downgrade from a 76, maybe even a 75 or a 74, just game time not happening for him. I remember when he first joined Leipzig, what was it, like last year or the year before, and he really excited everybody in Leipzig, and then he wavered off again. It seems like this time around it's just been none of it. Nothing has happened for him. Augustin obviously was on loan at Leeds last season and I think Monaco, but hasn't really materialised well for him, and I feel he'll either stay as he is or a minor downgrade of say like 1, maybe even 2, but I feel like he's not really done anything to merit an upgrade. And then last but not least is Hwang Hee Chan, bought from Salzburg to Leipzig. He is likely for a significant upgrade. He is like a 71 silver rated base card. I feel he will go up to a 76, and that will kind of help his cause rather nicely. And then I would say if there's any like other youngsters that they any other talent they suddenly bring in, I'd imagine they're viable for potential either upgrades or potential ratings staying the same, because I think Hannes Wolf and Ampadu, I believe they're either no longer part of the club, and obviously Elsanker's elsewhere, he's at Frankfurt, and Matthias Cunha's obviously elsewhere as well these days. But definitely plenty of food for thought. As I said, Gulacsi, if I'm honest, is probably the one that I think might be due a bit of an increase, so like an 86, maybe even sneak up to an 87, but I feel at least everyone's at least 81, those that are like seeing a bit of an increase. This is one team that could see a difficult SBC route occur, so keep that in mind when it comes to it. But let me know in the comments below, folks, who you think will be viable for an upgrade, downgrade, stay the same. Leipzig, smash like always, sub to champion, forward to a G's legend, and I'll catch you all later.